Hello everyone and welcome back to EduHub Spot Knowledge series. Guys, in this video we are going to cover generative AI in simplest way possible. So even if you have never used any Gen AI tools like GPT or Gemini or Claude.ai, then by the end of this video you are going to learn each and everything from end to end. But before we begin, please like, share and subscribe, and remember to hit the bell icon so that you can be updated on our latest tech videos released on this channel. Now guys, without any further delay, let's see our generative AI tools. So here I have covered few generative AI tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney and Claude. Suppose you are giving ChatGPT a kind of AI tools which can generate a lot of articles, text, email, etc. So you tell it to write 10 cold emails and you have to send it to some HR and it will write 10 cold emails in just a fraction of seconds. Suppose you want to become a Picasso and generate logos or images for your company, and you just give Midjourney a simple prompt and it will write and create beautiful images for you, as you can see here. Now suppose we are developers, backend or frontend, any developer, and just go to Claude AI and write there any prompt. Suppose write me a Python script for doing this thing or that thing, or generating both the components into single using this tool stack, and it will generate code in just a fraction of seconds, and further you can just debug it and prefer according to your preferences. How cool, right? So this is the power of generative AI. From code to text to images, everything is possible using generative AI. Now guys, we have seen all these tools of Gen AI. Now let's actually see what is generative AI. A generative AI is a type of AI that learns from patterns or data set you give it, and it creates new contents like text, images, audios, etc. Now what does it mean is, like, you give a prompt to a Gen AI. What it does is, it is trained on different data sets thoroughly, like we call it in technical terms neural networks. So they are trained on images, audios, videos, text content, etc. And whatever the prompt you give, suppose I give to generate text, it will generate text for me. If I tell it to give me image, it will give me image. If I tell it to give me code, it will give me code, audio or any 3D according to the prompt I will give it. So this is what a generative AI is, which can generate anything. In the market there are very famous AIs which are booming, like Claude, Gemini Nano Banana for image, or normal Gemini Flash model for just generating text, and of course the king, ChatGPT. Now guys, we have seen generative AI. Now to understand it more properly, we need to compare it with traditional AI. What is a traditional AI actually? A traditional AI just finds the pattern and brings out a single prediction. Suppose there is a prompt you are giving to it, like, given this loan application form, will this person is default? This will answer into single predictions like, yes, person is default, no, person is not a default person, and every single time it will repeat the same pattern. But if I ask a generative AI that take my last LinkedIn post and write a my style of new LinkedIn post for me, this new content generation is the property that makes it differ from a traditional AI. So what it will do, it will take my last 5 LinkedIn post and generate new LinkedIn post for me or new content for me. So this is what is generative AI. Now guys, we understand how generative AI is different from a traditional AI. Now a visual analogy always helps. So suppose you go to a restaurant and you find there is a 2 chefs, chef 1 and chef 2. Now you ask the chef 1, okay, give me a new spicy Indian vegetarian dish. But instead of generating new dish, he tells you, okay, from the menu, this dish is spicy, this dish is not spicy, this is spicy, this is not spicy. So he's just giving the data, or he's just classifying the data, which is a work of a traditional model. Now suppose you go to chef 2 and ask him, okay, I have eaten every dish in your menu card, can you give me something new? So the chef tells you, okay, what do you want to eat? And you tells him, I want to eat Indian inspired vegetarian dish, high protein curry. and the chef uses his previous knowledge of recipe books and gives you the new dishes. So chef 1 just gave you simple answers of okay, this is spicy, this is not spicy, but chef 2 generated something new. So chef 2 is a generative AI and chef 1 is a traditional AI. Now guys, let's take up some tools and perform some tasks. So I have come to this interface of ChatGPT. Now this is the interface of ChatGPT. As you can see the symbol, this is open slider which shows you your history. From here you can create new chats. You can search your chats or you can see the recent chats. Now also you can take your chat to temporary, which will not create your history. So from here you can turn off your temporary chats, or you can on if you don't want to create any history. You can also create images, you can create like write or edit anything, or you can look up something on web. So we take this and give a prompt like generate 12 LinkedIn posts for me on, let us take some topic like space technology, and enter. Now it is thinking, searching on the web, taking everything, and see, boom, generated step by step in a structured and proper format. So this is the power of generative AI. Now this is Google's generative AI called Gemini, and as you can see, its interface is kind of same as ChatGPT 1. You can open the slider which will show you the history, new chats, or search your chats, or you can see the libraries of what images or anything you have generated. Even you can select the models like 3.1 flash lite, 3.5 flash, which is like all-rounder help, or advanced math and coding problems. You can use this pro map. Now let's generate some image. Like I want you to generate a, sorry for the spellings, but it will recognize it since it's a generative AI. Generate a image 4K for office with gardens. So we'll push enter and wait for the model to generate. Okay, so fast it's creating our image. Yeah, it's thinking. This is what the time it takes. It's like it goes to the previous data it is trained on, like on different images, taking up everything and generating something new. And yeah, see how cool, how beautifully it has generated an office with so many plants, like garden. We are working in gardens. So beautiful. Now guys, we are taking one more example of a Anthropic's generative AI called Claude. So the interface is kind of same as we have seen our previous AI, like open slider for history, new chat, search, etc. And there are something new also like projects, artifacts, code, and customization. So you can write, learn, even you can record, press and record, and like you don't have to write whole prompt, you just record and give. So here let me give a prompt like write code in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React for my restaurant website. And boom, it is thinking, working, reading the front-end design skills. You can see everything is happening in front of you. It has other models also, like you can see Sonnet, etc. So it is giving what kind of restaurant. Okay, this is a new feature. What kind of restaurant we are building for? Okay, so this is going more deep. So I want to build a restaurant for fine dining. Okay, do restaurant name, no. Okay, so sections you need, menu, about, full site. Okay, this is very good. Like the generative AI asks you each and every detail, what kind of website you want, how you want to name it, or the structuring of components you want, and it delivers it everything, setting the table. I mean, I have written it very lightly and it is taking it very seriously. This is the beauty of generative AI. So yeah, our website is ready and complete. You can download it also, like it has given this option to download. Now in the bar menu you can see like in the navigation bar we have menu, gallery, contact, or like reserve table. Lumire is our like restaurant name, just random, but it has generated it quite beautifully. Now it has given some of the like, I hope it is fabricated, everything, story, till, rating, and everything it has given properly. You can even download this website or tells it to download it for you. See how beautifully it has generated this. Very good. So this is the power of generative AI, as you can see. So from here you can copy it to the clipboard or download the file. Now guys, we have seen all these tools in working and functioning. So now let's understand the technology which is working behind it, like the technology which is powering generative AI today. How generative AI works. Now basically guys, a generative AI is an AI model that is trained on huge amount of data sets, as you can see, which are text, audio, video, etc. everything. AI learns from massive data sets and examples. Now it does not memorize everything. It learns from the patterns. Like you have given these data sets to a model, it is going to train, which is suppose ChatGPT, and then you give a prompt to it and it finds out these patterns, okay, how to write the answer, and according to your prompts it generates a new answer. And this is what is the beauty of generative AI. Now it is trained of huge amounts of data sets like websites, we have books, research papers, feedbacks, and even code. So this is how generative AI learns from massive data sets. Now guys, you have seen how AI learns from massive data sets. Now next is neural network or pattern recognition system. Now in the neural network or pattern recognition system, it always has a large pattern recognition system. So a neural network is same as the neurons. So they are like designated or designed same as like neurons we have in our body. So what they do is, when you give a prompt, the prompt goes to the neural network for training on different data it has already seen. So it is trained on different data again and again, front and back movement. Okay, this answer goes here. Okay, some points or answers we get on this node, then again back to the front node, then again back to the back node. And according to this, when it is properly learned and found out the answer, it generates a proper answer. So this is how, when you send a prompt, it goes to the neural network for the training, finding out the data and the proper answer, and then it generates a proper answer. So this is how a neural network exactly works. Now let's take this example, a startup idea for Gen AI tools in India. Now we'll give this prompt to our neural network or to our machine. Now the machine will send it to neural network. Now in the neural network, it will take all amounts of data from internet or data it has learned, seen the patterns, and accordingly it will generate answer like an AI assistant that helps small business to create WhatsApp marketing campaigns, and we will get this output. Now remember guys, AI does not understand exactly like humans do, but it predict based on the patterns it has learned during the training, and this training or this schooling happens nothing here, neural network. It happens at the school of neural network. We call it pattern recognition or pattern learning engines. Now guys, let us see what happens inside the neural network. Next, token prediction. This is what happens inside a neural network where it generates one piece at a time. So suppose now let's see what is token. Now a token is like, take this sentence, and here tokens are like how generative AI works. These are the tokens which are going to be understood by a generative model like this, breaking it down. Now a generative AI takes or creates the text step by step, okay, choosing likely the next piece based on your prompt or its training. So suppose you have given this prompt, and based on its training it is going to predict what will be happening next. Now guys, to simply understand this, think of generative AI as a superpower version of your smartphone. You write sentences and leave it behind, like in between, and then it shows you autocomplete suggestions. Now, these autocomplete suggestions, what it does is it read your sentences, turning them into math, and then calculating the most or the single most likely word to print next. So this is how what it's happening. You have given your sentences and it's thinking, okay, what should predict next? And this all system is being used in the neural network, like vectorization. Conversion of math is a vectorization, the vector conversion. If you want to see or understand what like vector is from in depth, you can go and check out our RAG videos. Now in this image, the each word is then converted into mathematical data like called vectors and then fetched it to the neurons or the neural network. Here the neural networks are functioning. Inside this neural network, every mathematical implications or predictions are happening, which is then given to us as a output. And this is how our LLM. Now guys, in this session we have seen what is generative AI, how generative AI works, how it is different from traditional AI, and we have used some Gen AI apps. Now if you want to move forward with it, then you can check out Generative AI Professional Training and Certification Program designed around practical Gen AI skills, hands-on projects, and career-oriented learning. EduHubSpot's program highlights 45 hours of interactive learning sessions, 30 plus assignments, which is really good, and 6 plus real-world projects, one-on-one doubt clearing sessions, resume and LinkedIn help, also career assistance and global certificate. Its meaning, or it's also mentioned like live classes, recorded online accesses, and downloadable study materials. With these steps, you are finally equipped to start your generative AI learning. Practice, explore, and build. So now guys, we have come to the end of this session. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. This will keep us motivated to create new videos on Gen AI or any application, or you can comment down what you want to hear from us or what you want us to create. Thank you guys.